Welcome to the online lecture series on 8051 microcontroller. In this video lecture, we shall discuss about the POP operation. The POP instruction is exactly opposite of the push instruction. The POP instruction is used to retrieve the data from the stack. The syntax is same POP and the addressing mode supported is the direct addressing mode. Now, two important things you have to remember while in the POP instruction. First, when the POP instruction is executed, wherever the stack pointer is pointing, that is the top of the stack, from that the data is copied to the direct address specified in the instruction. This is the first thing. So after this, the stack pointer is decremented by 1, and now the top of the stack is having a new value which is decremented by 1. So what I will do is I will quickly show you a demo in an Excel sheet so that we understand better. Okay, now if you see this, okay, now this is the default value of the stack pointer, which is pointing to 07H. Okay, now push instruction is executed. I am just recapping so that we understand the POP instruction better. So what happens when the push instruction is executed? First, the stack pointer will be incremented by 1. So now the stack pointer will be pointing to the memory location 08H. Okay, and in that location, the contents of this direct address, okay, 0E0H is nothing but your accumulator. So the contents of your accumulator will be saved, whatever it might be the contents. Okay, so that will be saved onto this memory. Next, when you execute the next push instruction, again the stack pointer will be incremented by 1. Now it will be pointing to 09H. Okay, so 08H contain the contents of accumulator, and after incrementing, now it will save the content of this 00H. That is 00H is nothing but your contents of R0H. That will be saved onto the stack. Okay, next, so this wherever the stack pointer is pointing, it is called as the top of the stack. So at this moment the top of the stack is 09H. Okay, next when you execute the push instruction, the stack pointer will be incremented by 1, and what is saved? The contents of memory location 30H is saved. Okay, now what does it mean? It means now the contents of accumulator R0 and 30H are safe. Okay, and now you can use these registers and memory location for some other purpose. You need not worry now because you have already stored these contents onto the stack temporarily. You hope you remember the first statement I had told about the stack. Stack is an area which is used to store the information temporarily. Now, before I execute the POP operation, let me go back to the Kyle software. Okay, so that's what we had done. Now after this, see, we have already saved the contents of accumulator, register, and now you can use all these three for any other purpose. Now I can say move, say add a comma hash 30H. Fine. Then I can say add a comma R0. I can say add or move 30H comma A. See, I have used accumulator here. Okay, I have used register R0. Okay, even you can modify the contents of R0, move R0 comma hash 40H. Fine, but I need not worry that my contents of accumulator, register R0 and memory location 30H is modified. Why? Because I've already stored this data onto the stack by using the push operation. Okay, so after this, whenever I want to retrieve this data, I will use the pop operation. Now here is one important note. While you pop, okay, whichever was the last in, you have to take it first out. What does it mean? First we saved the contents of accumulator, then we saved the contents of register R0, the last we saved the contents of 30H. That's why first pop will be also of 30H. Okay, if you do like this 0E0H, what will happen? The last content you had said was the contents of 30H. So if you pop 0E0H, what will happen? The contents of 30H will be retrieved and it will be copied to accumulator. Fine. That's why whichever was the last push, that should be the first pop, that is pop 30H. Next will be pop 00H. Then pop 0E0H. Okay. So after this, you will retrieve back the contents of, so 30H will contain again 77H. Then R0 will contain 66H and accumulator will again contain 55H. Okay, so we shall execute this, but before that let us again understand using this Excel sheet. Now, so the last was the push operation, then we added some instructions so that we modified these registers. Now, the first pop was pop 30H. Okay, now when the pop instruction is executed, the first thing which happens is, and these contents remain same, the contents never change. Okay, that will remain same even after popping. Okay, now when a pop instruction is executed, what happens is, first, so where is your top of the stack? Top of the stack is pointing to 0AH, and what is stored in 0AH? The contents of 30H. So when you do pop 30H, first point, the contents of 30H will be copied and it will be the contents of 30H will be retrieved and it will be stored in the direct byte which is specified, that is the 30H. Okay, then the stack pointer will be decremented by 1. So earlier stack pointer was pointing to 0A, now it will be pointing to 09H. In the next pop operation, now top of the stack is 09. So the contents of this top of the stack will be copied to the direct byte specified. So the direct byte here is 00H. So that will be copied to register R0 and stack pointer will be again decremented by 1. Now it will be pointing to 08H. When the next pop instruction is executed, so where is the top of the stack now? 08H. So whatever is stored in 08H, that will be copied to the direct byte which is specified along with the pop instruction. Okay. After that, again the stack pointer will be decremented by 1. So now the stack pointer is pointing to 07H. So where did we start from? 07, and where did we end at? 07. Okay, it is a very important point for a programmer to note down. A program is logically correct if the number of push and pop are equal. Okay, so you have to ensure. Okay, now let us execute the same thing in the Kyle software and see how this pop instruction executes. Okay, so accumulator 55H is copied, register R0 60H is copied, memory location 30H 77H is copied. Okay, so once I do push, so stack point will be incremented by 1, and at memory location 08H the contents of accumulator is saved. Then next push, next push. Now see, now I am modifying the contents of accumulator. See, accumulator has some other value. So what did I do? Because I have already stored the contents of these three, I can use these three for any other purpose now. Once I finish using this purpose, then I can pop back. Okay. Now if you see, 30H now contains C5. Okay. But after popping, now the stack pointer is pointing to 0AH. 0AH means here. So 0AH contains 77. So once I say pop, stack pointer is currently pointing to 0AH. So 77 will be retrieved and it will be copied to memory location 30H. Okay. So I will show it by using a magnifier. So as you can see, stack pointer is currently pointing to 0AH. Okay. Now when I execute pop instruction, can you see 77 has been retrieved? Okay, and stack pointer now has been decremented and it is pointing now to 09H. Next, again this wherever the stack pointer is pointing, that is the top of the stack, that content will be copied to the address specified. The address specified is register R0. Register R0 we had modified earlier. Now it will be retrieved back. Now again R0 will contain 66H and stack pointer has been decremented by 1. Now stack pointer will be pointing to the memory location 08H. Okay. If I execute again, wherever the stack pointer was pointing, that content will be copied to accumulator and accumulator is containing 55H. And again the stack pointer has come to its default location 07H. Okay, let me show this by using a magnifier. Yeah, can you see this now? See, stack pointer contains 07H, accumulator again contains 55H, and register R0 contains again 66H. Okay, so that's about the push and as well as the pop operation. So the best way to understand is you copy the same code and you try to execute in the Kyle software, so you will understand better. Thank you.